Hello everyone, in today's video I am going to be finishing up the Indiana Jones limited time event in Disney's Magic Kingdoms game, as well as share with you the side quest dialogue that comes after the event and leveling up a bunch of characters. As you can see here, I have 4 Encanto characters that need to come back into the kingdom, so I've got a little bit to do there, so hopefully everybody enjoys the video today. If you guys do, don't forget to give it a big Mickey thumbs up to show love and support to the channel. So let's go ahead and bring back our first character here, which is going to be Louisa. She really is the strongest. And she is now a level 8. Now, that was a workout. Next, we are going to be bringing back Sadness from Inside Out. I know I'm jumping a little bit all over the place. I'm probably not bringing them all back into the kingdom today because I've got a lot. And Sadness is a 7. Is this the fun? Did I find it? Yes, a little bit of it. And here's Antonio, and we are back at Encanto again, and he is now a level 6. Got it. He's super cute. I love having him. Next, we are going to be bringing back Joy, back to Inside Out again. And she is now a level 3. Woo! Go team! So one of the things I kind of did is, and I started doing this after around the time of Yoda, and I just leveled up and then forgot to level up because I had so much to do and stuff like that. Not good. Isabella is now a level 7. Let's plan something new. And that, anyway, really, really bad idea to not check in on the characters like Joy who have epic and legendary tokens to collect for. And here's Anger back in the kingdom at a level 6. Ho 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 ho. This is the best idea ever. Yikes. And we're back to Encanto again. And why did I alternate? I really don't know. Mirabelle is now a 6. Gotta love magic, right? Yeah. I wish she had gotten powers at the end of her movie. I know she had a unique power in her own way, but it would have been really cool for her to actually receive a proper one like the rest of the family. Oh, wait. Is that... It is. It's really happening. Oh, this is perfect. So I've sworn off preempting Riley's dreams to play the ice skating memory because that's not necessary. But every so often, usually when she's thinking of Minnesota, she recalls it naturally. And, well, I love that. I mean, I know I can skate around headquarters anytime I want, but it is just so much better with a partner. Glide and pivot. Send Joy to skate with Riley. Next, we have some additional dialogue here from Star Wars. So I know it's crazy, but I was finishing quests in my last video. So if you guys missed that and you want to kind of see where I left off, make sure you guys check that out. I would almost pause, watch it, and then come back to this if you are feeling like, where did this come from? Because you just can't complete like all the quests in one video. I do try sometimes to complete as much as possible to keep the flow going. But yeah, it is something that is just kind of like, snowballed into what it is. Dialogue is not like 60 minutes and you can just skip through like all of it. Yeah, it's just a lot longer quests now. I've worked too hard and suffered too much to let the dark saber fall to the wrong claimant. And harsh experience has taught me that nothing good can come when a would-be ruler lacks legitimacy. I'm going to get that weapon back, and I'm going to do it the right way, and that means preparation. A quick study. Send Bo-Katan Kryze to Ponder Navarro City. So she is off for 6 hours to do that, and I decided to share with you guys a little weird glitch. Does anybody happen to just look at the screen and go, something's wrong? Something's really wrong. Okay, so this is, I mean, I get glitches and stuff like that. This one's kind of new, though. This one's kind of new. So first things first, I want to just point out that typically this here sits, like this whole area, up here a little bit higher. I'm showing my cursor. I hope you guys can kind of see it. But it should be sitting at the top of the page, not over top of Sala's face. So all of the lines got like pushed down, which is really weird. And then I noticed that it was like rotating with my phone. So DMK was going like long, and it was really weird. Very, very weird indeed. And I went into my storybook and I found the same thing. As you can tell, the scrolls here are way lower than they're supposed to be. They're actually supposed to be like up around over here. Yeah, not happening. So everything is just like in the wrong place. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have seen this glitch before or if this is a new one for you. So I decided to level up Sala for 60 minutes. I needed to in order to continue to welcome Indiana Jones. So here we go. And Sala is now a level 5. Holy smoke. Oh boy. So he has to narrate a fight for 6 hours. It does require him to be at a level 5. One very, very annoying thing about this. Not fun. After that, we get this dialogue here. Whoa. Out cold in one punch. Really? Expected that to be less one-sided somehow. I gotta fist fight Balak more often. Just gonna stash him under this archway and come back for him after. Yeah, that probably won't collapse on him. Hey now, why is this lever tripped? This wasn't supposed to be. Did Balak set this off before I laid him out? What did the burial chamber mural say was supposed to be here? The rolling orb of implacable retribution. Oh no. Quest complete, an unpleasant reunion. This adventure also preceded Indy's escape from I can't even say that. Kekapoyan Temple. So, also present. No time left. Got a rope tied off, got to drop down and save that tourist truck before the boulder squishes him flat as a... Oh, wait, here they come. Hey, get a light on down there. You made it this far. Now let me drive you out of the way of the... Change of plans. Back up. Steer clear. Send Sala to narrate a finale to the adventure. Wow. Avoid that boulder. 12 hours. We get no view of this. I would have loved to have had a Battlegrounds that was like doing something like that. That would have been great. I don't know. That's the truck going and then having the boulder rolling. It would have been really cool. Miss Bianca needed to be leveled up. That, though, does take a while to do that one. Now, we're back to the dialogue with Bo-Katan here. Looking over the official records of his actions on Navarro, there's certainly more detail than what I heard from Dune. Almost too much. Granted the night owls, and I see our share of combat, but does he just live inside an action holodrama full time? Or quest complete, a quick study? Well, if he's that averse to being covert, there's a lesson in that too. Ming needed to be leveled up. Oh my god, I have so much leveling up. My leveling up is out of control. Now that's a good thing, because I obviously need to level them up. However, the one thing is that common tokens typically are the issue. And with someone like May, if I use the 60 tokens, I only have 40 left, and I need to max out some characters. So it's just because she's ready doesn't necessarily mean that I can always level them up right away. And this is what slows me down a lot of the time, is that common token. However, as you can see here, we do have oh yeah, you can see it, 134 of the ears hat. So that might get her to be maxed out, or it's a couple away. And then it's one of those things that the attractions are getting additional tokens for me, which is a huge bonus. I love that because that does allow me to kind of just not have all these characters out to collect for her. It's still really hard with a lot of characters, but it is nice to know that there's some that I can get away by doing this system. And here we're going to continue with Indiana Jones. Whew, good thing the floor collapsed under that boulder. Otherwise, none of us would have gotten out of there in one. Oh, wait, here comes their truck. Hey, not bad for tourists. Now stay out of trouble, will ya? Bunch of crazy kids. Oh, actually, that rumbling sound, that's a bad rumbling sound. I think the floor under that boulder was load bearing. Better follow my own advice and get out of here while here still has all four walls. Quest complete. Steer clear. Ha ha. A classic indie close shave, to be sure. He has become somewhat of an expert at those by now. Oh, come to think of it, here I am narrating his adventures secondhand when I witnessed this next part with my own eyes. Yes, I was outside the temple with my portable camera rolling, the better to document the experience for a future film strip. While at the same time speaking with tourists via radio, having no idea of their exploits in the temple, of course. I was just advising them to stay seated until their transport came to a stop when, well, see the footage for yourself. Welcome an archaeologist. Welcome Indiana Jones. What a great name. That has stuck forever. So for him, we need 10 of his whips, 10 ears hats, and 15,000 currency. You also need 15 of the common token, which, we're always using lots of those. I did need to send him off, Gideon off to reflect on Navarro City. That was 6 hours while I was collecting, of course. So let's go ahead and do that dialogue first. A trustworthy go-between. A well-secured safe house, an entire facility largely out of reach of planetary law enforcement. All undone at a stroke by one blunt instrument with a savior complex. It's always the fanatics you have to watch out for, isn't it? Quest complete. Mission control. I consider Din Djarin a reminder to keep myself adaptable going forward. In other words, the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian himself, Mando, is Din Djarin. So, just in case you weren't following on that. So, I need to level up Balak. And I needed 10 common tokens, 3 of his hats, 3 ears hats, 15,000 currency, and 6 minutes of my life. And here is his welcome scream coming back to the kingdom. He's one of our more handsome villains. And he's now level 3. What a fitting outcome. Definitely. So Indiana Jones has bundles, and you could purchase him for, well, you had a few different options here. You could buy him with your gems. So you could just, depending on how many of the common tokens you needed, you could just click welcome, and it would tell you how many gems it would be like 700 or 800. It is technically better to go with the bundle. However, if you guys needed a couple extra tokens, like after collecting for a while, then obviously that is a little bit of a different story. So in this case, with 15 minutes to go with the event, I had 9 of 10 whips and 4 of 10 ears hats. I had the 15,000 currency, and I had the common token, as you guys can see. Problem. I set my timers. I used over 300 skip tokens on the ears hats. 300 skip tokens. I got none from that. That is crazy. Okay, crazy. And it was a disaster. This event ended. It was doing just fine. It ended in a disaster. Not happy whatsoever that I wake up in the night and I don't get any drops. I don't like it. I've never liked it. And this is a bit of a pattern that's been going on. I think it's a bit of a catch to, try and get people to buy the bundle. Not everybody's going to have this issue. Your drops might be totally fine in your kingdom. Maybe it's always fine, but that doesn't go for everyone. I don't know why that is, but it's just the way it is. Some people are just flat out, we'll just say, luckier than others. I was thoroughly disappointed. Not of the whip. 9 of 10. I mean, okay, I still feel like I deserve to get them all, but gemming through one, not gonna cry about it. But I didn't even get half of the ears hats. Like that, I didn't even get one a day. Like, do you know what I mean? I tried gemming a little bit through some of it as well, some of the quests for the ears hats, just because I ended up using all my skip timers. Nothing worked. One of these events, I'm just going to end up recording every time I do these things, but I just never think I'm going to need to, but just seems like a waste of phone space, to be honest. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it too much, but I am, let's just say, very disappointed in how this event was done in terms of welcoming the final character. It's been like this for a bit, but Disney Magic Kingdoms, special note to you, please fix this. This is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. I'm eventually just going to like grow up and just stop waking up in the night. It's going to happen one of these days. However, today was not that day. It was not. So with 15 or less than 15 minutes to go here, I would have needed to spend 330 gems for 1 whip and 6 ears hats. The other method is to buy one of the bundles. Now, if you notice there on that screen, there was no bundle and no bundles were available. This kind of freaked me out because like the whole event. So I did close my game out and reopen it. And I had already collected my daily calendar reward. I had to recollect and redo it. So it was fine. There was like some character quests and stuff I needed to retap for. But it is what it is. So the Indiana Jones bundle did show up. Again, a couple of different ones. You could buy the $24.99 bundle. Now that was going to get you not an exclusive concession to the event, but one for Aladdin. So we were going to be getting the lamp, and I already have a bunch of those, so I didn't need that. So it was a bit of a waste, and I don't care about getting him to a 2. So it was just, again, something that, you know, you have to make a decision and just kind of decide where you fit. But that's the only bundle that shows up on the side there. Otherwise, you have to click shop and then click bundles. And that's going to be the only other way that you're going to be able to see that instead of a $25 bundle, you could get a $20 bundle. So it's like $19.99, but it's like $20, right? Plus tax. So it's going to end up being like $25. Now, just keep in mind that you don't have to do this. In my case, I have 481 gems. I know I still need to buy Mo, but at this point in time, it's actually cheaper for me to use my gems than it is to buy the actual bundle. So here are the bundles here on the screen. And so I just decided to gem through it, and it's cheaper for me to just buy for $12.99 the rest of the gems that I would have spent, and it will just top me up basically. So just something to keep in mind there, that you don't have to. In my case, again, it's I'm trying not to spend as much real money on this game anymore. I realize that I may have to and stuff like that. Like, it is what it is. And for this event, I was like, I've been so mad at it, just like, give me the tokens, that I was like, I'm not buying it. And I was like, you know what? I need to buy it, right? Have to, need to, want to, whatever, all of the above, just to keep, my full collection sort of going, at least for now. Not worth, again, the $30 that it would have cost me, because the $25 one there, yeah, with tax, you're looking at like at least $30. So not really what I want to do. And one of the reasons is to need, when I was saying that, part of it is that if you look at how much happiness, I think it was 140 something or 150, we'll say 150, give or take a couple happiness, that you would get from welcoming Indiana Jones for your season pass. I've already invested in the season pass. right? And it's something like, I already spent the money. It would be really stupid for me to not spend a little bit more just essentially to get Indiana Jones into the game. That way I can kind of, keep going with that. You have to look at your cost value here. Again, otherwise I shouldn't have invested in the season pass. If I hadn't invested in the season pass, I probably would not have done this, right? Because I was, again, heeing and hawing with myself about it. In the end, I ended up spending 330 gems, so technically it was fine for today. And daylight, phew, finally. Wish I could say that was the first temple collapse I had to outrun, but if I did, I'd be lying. Quest complete. Welcome an archaeologist. This job has got the weirdest occupational hazards. That is true. And there's going to be some more dialogue here. Woohoo! Not out of the woods yet. This whole stretch of ground is still... yeah, very unstable. The whole cavern must be collapsing underneath me. That's a few stories drop into hot lava if I'm lucky. And gotta get someplace structurally sound before I... Wait, is that Sala? Hey, Sala! We got a situation here. Run for it. Send Indy to get out of here. That quest is going to be 60 minutes, and we get this dialogue. What a fine day for a... Oh, is that Indy? He must finally have found his way out of the labyrinth. Hello, my friend. Ah, just look at him waving hello to the camera, gallantly capering from tree to tree. Perhaps it is only his joy at his newfound freedom, but it makes for exceedingly good film. And that riverbank he just leapt away from has sunk 15 feet in onto itself. Oh dear. Quest complete. Run for it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Mostly. My goodness, that certainly sounds like quite the harrowing escapade. I am glad that you and the tourists escaped intact. But what of that, competitor you mentioned? What did you say his name was again? I didn't, because he doesn't rate a mention. Oh. But we should probably head back in there and make sure he isn't dead. Okay. That and catalog anything of historical importance that got shaken loose in the collapse. Because at the end of the day... Yes, at the end of the day, we are still archaeologists. Yep. Into the sun. So that wraps up pretty much the event. Sala and Indy to wrap up their adventure. And that is pretty much it for the event part. Now, we will have side quest dialogue that I will be doing right now. I know it's coming, so I'm just going to load up the game here and go from there. So this dialogue here that I'll do, the continuing quest for it, will be done in my next video. Alrighty, so Dismarian left. That's it, but we got to get to the end of the season pass in order to get her. So the Indiana Jones characters will be available in-game in the future via legendary chests. They could appear in a tower challenge. Most likely, though, they will appear in legendary chests for you guys to get. And they've converted my additional currency into 2 gems. How kind. Now we have dialogue from Sala here. I often reflect on how thankful I am that Indy's business at the Well of Souls resolved itself to our satisfaction. Not only because all 3 of us escaped with life and limb intact and unpoisoned by dates, I might add, but because with the Germans gone from Egypt, they are no longer hoarding every last digger in Cairo for themselves. Already, a multitude of other archaeological digs have been available to resume their work, and far more reputable work at that. In such a competitive market, surely there are many such expeditions that might benefit from my services. Digger for hire sends Sala to look for new clients. That really does mark the end of the journey. So that quest there is going to be 4 hours long. I'll wait to send him out for that, though. At the moment, I think I will save that and work on leveling up some of the characters. Because we won't be getting through the dialogue today, so that's okay. And Sala again. You wish to hear stories of Balak? Well, there are rather few of them after a certain point in 1936 for, obvious reasons. But do not fret, see here, the scoundrel's personal journal, which holds a wealth of untold tales to pursue. Just do not ask how I came to be in possession of it. My brother-in-law prefers to keep his sources to himself. Send Balak to set out on a new expedition. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I ended the event with Balak at a level 3. He is ready to be leveled up, but he's still out and about. Indiana Jones was at a 1. I need to try and get his tokens, but some of those characters from the event are not going to be collecting anymore. So just something that, I kind of, I guess, need to, switch around. It's mostly just the Snow White characters there. And then here we have got, I guess, yeah, same thing. They have added an additional character, 2 or 3 here, though, to collect, so that is useful. Henry, he wasn't part of the event, but he is part of the season pass. Figure I'll share my level with you. He is a level 5. We need way too many of his bag and umbrella. It's crazy. Why so many? 15 ears hats and then 50 of those. And he's a 5. Like, why? Like, please, why? There is just no need for it. And Sala is a 5 as well. And at least for him, he's consistent. 50 and 50. Right? And I'm not looking forward to that for Indiana Jones, though. Let me just say that, because his drops are just awesomely bad. Not good whatsoever. Not happy about it. So in terms of the season pass right now, I am level 97, working on level 98. Just so everybody knows, I did manage to get the happiness from the event for welcoming Indiana Jones. So that was an additional bonus. And there is nothing right now going on in the kingdom. Thank goodness. We all need a break. We all really need a break. Oh, now you give me an ears hat. Well, aren't they just the slimiest? Unbelievable. Like, seriously, unbelievable. I just can't. Why? The event's over. They're like, oh yes, the drop rates now are going to be just that little bit better for you. Unless this is just my one for the day and I won't get any more, Yeah. Hopefully I'll get the whips so I can level them up by the end of the day. But wow, just wow. All right, here is the Great Prince back in the kingdom. And he is a level 6. I see. I don't think... Oh, I do have Miss Bianca to bring back here. Poof, poof. It's too bad they didn't make her a little bigger for that. It looked really cute. And she is now at level 8. Now, we're getting somewhere. So next up with the kingdom in terms of events is supposed to be the Aristocats. So that will be awesome. I'm really looking forward to them coming to the game. We'll just get a whole bunch more kitties. I love cats, so I'm very, very happy about this. So I think that's pretty much it, though. Oh, no, we have to bring Gopher back. Unbelievable. I was like, oh, we're done. We are not done. Not even close. And he is now a level 5. Say, this is a surprise. Wow. Oh, and I have another one. Ming Li. Okay. We're just getting a couple here towards the end. Perfect. And she is now a level 7. The ancestors would be so proud. Yep. And here is Joy back in the kingdom. We're getting to see Joy again today. That's very rare. And she is now a 4. Things could not be better. All right, so that is everybody now to be leveled up. Yay! Okay. So thank you everybody for watching the video. Hopefully everybody enjoyed all of that dialogue there. Let me know how it worked out for you with Indiana Jones. Were you able to collect for him naturally, or did you have to buy him? Or maybe you just missed out on him this time around and we'll work on it, work on getting him next time. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you for my next video. Bye.